Thanks for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5 this Monday. I'm Micah Smith.
And I'm Jessica Porter. First tonight, Denver 7 Investigates is learning new details after a DEA-led raid on an underground nightclub. It happened over the weekend in Colorado Springs.
The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration now says 115 people were detained in the raid, including active duty military members and individuals in the U.S. illegally. Agents reported finding pink cocaine, multiple firearms, and evidence of prostitution at the scene. Denver 7 Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kowaleski joins us after speaking one-on-one with the head of the DEA's Rocky Mountain Division today.
So, Tony, what are we learning about the criminal records of those 115 people that are now in custody?
Well, good evening, Jessica and Micah. Let's take you inside it right now. We have learned one of those arrested was a member of the Sinaloa Drug Cartel, the largest drug cartel in the West. We also know the U.S. Army is aggressively investigating some of its active members working in the club as armed security guards when federal agents and local law enforcement moved in on Sunday morning.
This is the police with a search warrant demanding entry.
You're hearing a law enforcement officer on a bullhorn moments before federal agents moved into the underground after-hours nightclub in Colorado Springs.
We didn't break the door down. We didn't rush inside. We tried to get them to come outside peacefully.
All aspects of the structure, exit the structure with your hands out.
Denver 7 Investigates learning new information nearly 40 hours after 300 law enforcement agents moved in. We now know the armed head of security inside the club apparently elected to ignore orders from the DEA.
We were on the phone with the security guard inside trying to get him to turn the lights on and turn the music off. We were not successful in that effort, and it was a little bit of chaos for a couple of minutes.
And this video captures the chaos moments after agents moved in. Partiers from inside the club scrambled out. DEA Special Agent in Charge, Jonathan Pullen.
We do believe that the drugs that were found inside this nightclub and that were being sold in this nightclub week after week were being supplied by people there associated with the Sinaloa Cartel.
Denver 7 Investigates has also learned this makeshift nightclub has produced a reported 170 calls for service to law enforcement in Colorado Springs dating back to 2024.
The club has operated out of several different addresses over the last 6 months or a year. Every time this club pops up, there's criminal activity. We're talking about prostitution, drug trafficking, calls for service on violence and other things.
Our sources are also saying by this time tomorrow, it is likely we will know much more about the 115 individuals arrested, including their home countries, the crimes they face in this country, and crimes they are accused of or convicted of in their home countries. We are also asking questions about the process moving forward. Will they have a court date in this country? We will have those answers for you tomorrow.
Despite the status of due process right now, it's really important to still have transparency, Tony.
Yeah. Tony, we didn't hear agents specify any connections to Tren de Aragua or other gangs. You're talking to sources, and again, you're expecting to learn more about this 115 people detained in the coming hours even. Yeah,
well, we're 40 hours since the arrest, and here's what we're knowing. Talking to federal sources today, we're told based on an undercover work done by their members, there are members of TDA, MS-13, and the Bandidos motorcycle gang that regularly attended this nightclub. Now federal agents are working to confirm the process of the 115 people arrested and determine their affiliations. One source told me, and I think this is important, that these guys don't carry gang registration cards in their pockets, so confirmation of where their connection is going to be difficult, but they hope to have more tomorrow.
All right, our Tony Kowaleski, chief investigator, reporting for us tonight. Denver 7 has been following this story closely since it broke. Just scan that QR code to find all of our coverage and the latest information on our website, denver7.com.